Hello G Nation, we got a brand new character and it is the great Khali. So all our Indians player are definitely going to be pretty thrilled about him getting in the game. He's a Punjabi giant, he's a trickster. If we have a look at the card, coach ability at 18,000 is take 30% less damage from red move, any color move starting MP reduced by 1 for your opponent. It's a good one, but I don't tend to use those really much because there's so many good coach that boost your ability. I don't really care much about reducing my opponent's ability, especially something that is specific to red moves. He has links with the PG era and no gear. Now, all the movesets you're going to see I recorded because I did a live preview on the Champions channel. So you're not going to have on the left side my menu with the moveset and everything, but I do explain all the moves before like I usually do. So don't be surprised if you don't see that, and you're going to see the live chat also during it. So this is not going to be like my usual previews. Everything was already recorded live and I'm using it to do this preview instead of just reshooting the exact same thing I already did. But we did came up with 4 moveset, probably 2 that I would be using, 2 that I wouldn't. But you'll see for yourself. Here's the first one. Alright, so first moveset for the great Khali. It's going to be the Big Boot, 7 MP black move, deal 86.4k damage and make 31 silence gem into purple gems. The Clothesline, 6 MP black move, deal 95.6k damage and make 31 random gems into silence gems. And the Punjabi Headbutt, 7 MP purple move, deal 95.4k damage and choose 6 gem to make into black gems. Trainers we're going to use for that, wood, so that we start with 4 more purples. We're going to use set Undisputed Future so that our purple gems are going to do more damage. Going to use Hogan, Santa Hogan, so that again our purples are going to do 2200 more damage. And a Ray so that our purple do 2200 more damage. Belt. Don't really care about the medals that are on. They are all Fury, but not the right kind. And we are going to use the Taker Sigil or Deadman Sigil, which is whenever you break 3 or more blacks, make 6 random gems into X break gems. Let's see how that goes. Pretty much just need 1 match and we're going to be good. Just going to lay the others on the board. Alright. Now we're going to make our silence gems. And now we're going to convert 31 of those into purples, which is all of them. Well, there goes our X's, so they were not very big factor, and neither was our damage really. Okay, so we're going to do 2 matches. That should be enough. Don't really want anything else to go off. It's going to help that 2 of them are on purples. Convert them. It works, but it's not doing a lot. It's doing like 800k. Which at 5-star gold is nothing. Recycling is definitely not a problem. Can easily do the moves every turn. This is the third time I'm hitting it. Alright, 1.1 this time, that's pretty good.
1, 2, 3.
And he stayed down. We did have to do it 3 times though. Alright, let's look at something else. Alright, second move set for Khali. It's gonna be the Vice Grip. 8 MP purple move, color submission, makes 21 random gems into red submission gems and do 136.7k damage for 2 turns while submission gems are on the gem board. The two-handed choke slam, 8 MP red move, deal 93.4k damage and make 18 random gems into trap gems. If broken by your opponent, deal 75.6k damage and increase your purple MP by 3. If broken by you, deal 0 damage and swap a 2x2 random area into purple gems. And the Spinebuster 7 MP red move, increase your purple gem damage by 100% for 2 turns when activated. Trainers, we're going to use Butch so that we start with 4 more reds. We're going to use Jinder so that we're creating 3 extra traps. We're going to use Santa Hogan for an extra 2200 damage. And we're going to use Acro Dragon so that our traps are going to do 50% more damage because they're going to be literally half the board. And I'm going to create 1 extra, making 22 traps with this setup. And we switch the plate for the Twilight Ritual, which is going to make it so that anytime I break 3 or more reds, make 7 blues into purple. And otherwise, you could also go with the Rocks Cooking, which is when you break 3 or more reds, you get 3 purple. That would be another option, but let's go with the Twilight one. Try that versus Ivar again. Okay, so we're gonna lay our traps. Increase our gem damage. I'll take those 3 here because that's a 3 match. Now we're gonna have a cascade. $2.15 million. Now we're talking.
1, 2, 3.
I like that. Now, it is traps breaking shit, and as we've seen with other similar characters, sometimes you can get screwed by the board, but most of the time you won't. Alright, third move set for Khali. It's gonna be the Strike Chop Brain, or whatever that name end up being. 10 MP purple move, finisher, deal 175.2k damage, destroy 17 random traps and pin the opponent. The two-handed choke slam, 8 MP red move, deal 93.4k damage and make 18 random gems into trap gems. If broken by your opponent, deal 75.6k damage and increase your purple MP by 3. If broken by you, deal 0 damage and swap a 2x2 random area into purple gem. And the Vice Grip 8 MP purple move color sub makes 21 random gems into red gems and do 136.7k damage for 2 turns while submission gems are on the gem board. Trainers, we're going to use pretty much the same thing we did earlier, except we're going to use wood to start with the purple. We're going to keep a gender to add 3 more traps, dragon for 1 more traps, and traps doing 50% more. And we keep Santa Hogan for the 2200 of any color. For the plate, we switched for the all art, which is going to increase our purple damage by 100% for 2 turns when we make 3 subs, which we do way more than 3. Do this. We start doing the sub, it's going to fill our red, and next turn we're going to have the finisher ready anyway. Barely any remains. Well, there you go. He got rid of all of them. But it doesn't matter, it's not about the sub. Now we're going to put 22 traps. And now we're going to destroy 17, which I wish we would destroying actually half of that. Because the downfall of destroying all of them is that there's barely any left for you to cascade on. And he kicks out. If you were destroying half instead, you would have traps staying there to be destroyed and cause a cascade. We're going to hit the sub. Okay, now let's put traps. Destroy them. How much is it going to do? Alright, this one out of few that remained. 2.1, that did a good amount.
1, 2, 3.
We did get a good amount on this one. That was probably thanks to the all art though. But, I mean, it does work. I just don't like this nearly as much as the previous moveset. The previous one has much more opportunity for cascades and all. All right, variation of what we just did. We're gonna use the, we're gonna keep the sub move here, which was the Vice Grip 8 MP purple move color sub, make 21 random gems into red submission gems, and do 136k damage for 2 turns while submission gems are on the gem board. We're gonna keep also the two-handed choke slam, 8 MP red move, deal 93.4k damage and make 18 random gems into trap gems. Broken by your opponent, deal 75.6k damage and increase your purple MP by 3. If broken by you, deal 0 damage and swap a 2x2 random area into purple gems. And we're going to use the Spine Buster 7 MP red move, increase your purple gem damage by 100% for 2 turns when activated. You don't really need the finisher because, I mean, we're going to have 22 traps. So there's a good chance we'll be able to do a manual swap. Plus, we'll get the cascade. 100% from there. We're going to keep the exact trainers we had previously so that we have the same results. And we're also going to keep the all art plate, which is going to increase by 100% our purple. So our purple should end up doing a pretty decent amount of damage in there. And that 100% move is probably going to do us better than the finisher was. Let's try that. Okay, so we'll get our red with this. Okay. Our purple is doing 27k. We're going to increase it. Now it's at 55k. We'll lay some traps. Well, the purples with traps are at 65k, and those without traps are at 55k. Do we have a good swap? Have swaps of 2. Let's do that. Ah, shit. Well, we didn't get any cascades. And again, I only have like a single swap here. Yeah, that's not doing great. We're going to use the sub next turn. It's going to break a bunch of them. Well, although it's going to overwrite probably a bunch of them too. Let's use the sub and we'll redo this. $742k. At least we got our damage in anyway. Okay, let's do it again. We got a 3 match with the blacks. Two mil. And he's out. This works well. We were pretty bad lucky on the start there, but we did end up get our damage. Oh, the camera's a bit off there. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the Great Khali. I'd say definitely a great character in game. Definitely more than he was as an actual wrestler. But yeah, great character. Although those trap moveset can be on and off depending on how the board goes. I mean, he makes so many of them. There's really not that much chance that it's not going to go off. But yeah, I mean, we're getting consistent eye damage. Pretty good character overall. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. If you have any questions, ask them. And if you like the video, leave a like and share. See you guys. Ciao.